Welcome to Dindo Real-Time Subcontractor and Supplier Comparison. Select a job to start the tendering process. I'm going to select Dindo Testing Commercial 3. Next thing that we need to do is just select the Compare. Dindo automatically pulls the trades and quantities from your estimate. The next stage is to create quotes or quote groups, add suppliers, and send or import their pricing via CSV. It's quick and clean and very consistent. Next, we'll create quote group by selecting the plus button here. We'll be asked to enter in a quote due by date. This is when we want the quote back by. You also have description, scope of works and exclusion. To select a supplier, you can just double click. You can start typing the name of the supplier, bring up the name again, or you can use the tags to bring up the suppliers as well. So currently we have 2. Next stage is just to go save and next. Now we're presented with all the items for demolition that comes from the estimate. And now we're going to save and finish. So now we have 2 new supplier subcontractors being added to the side-by-side view. Let's start by importing a price file from a supplier or subcontractor. First, we're going to click on this icon here, select here, find the file you want, select worksheet, yeah. This is the header. Next, and you can see that his items have been priced, so we can just import that. We can say for which supplier, we're going to say for ABC, and then go import. So now all the prices have been imported. You have a final price down the bottom of close to 100,000 and you're plus 40,000 more. So it's reasonably expensive. The next method of bringing in a price would be if you have a lump sum from someone, and the lump sum might be 53,000. You can then prorate that based on a number of different methods here, and then just go update. And now you have the lump sum totals in there. Another way of doing this is that we could just type in those values. In this one here, we could, if it's not 2,722, but it's like $1,450, we can type over the top. And we can also say that that's really a plug figure that I'm putting in. We want to select the suppliers we want to use. You can select one supplier or multiple suppliers, so you can pick and choose. So in this case, let's select ABC Corp, and we're going to select supplier quote. So you see all the items in there turn to green, which means they're selected. You also have the ability to open up a chat, so you can chat with other people in the team about what's going on. And up here, you'll see who else is working on the collaboration. Now we can go and have a look at the quote summary. And in the quote summary, we have the selected cost item, which is in green, the estimate cost, which is in dark blue, the average cost, which is in purple. So even though that Jim's total quote was 42,000, we've only selected around 27,000. And ABC, even though that the whole thing was 94,000, we've selected 75,000. You'll see that here on the right-hand side, 27 here and 75 here, and made up in the pie chart as well. And then you have all the different cost variables running down here. The other thing is we could always add on an adjustment that can either be by way of a percentage, or you can just type in an amount here and it will adjust it. Now we can go into the review screen. We've got demolition, the estimate cost. We're selected 100%. Selected cost is this. We had an adjustment of 5.83%, which is 6,000, and we've selected a total here, and we have a potential saving here of 17,000. Go back into the estimate again, and if we toggle between the show hide here and select the values, we'll see them come up here in green, and they're the selected values. one of the things in the compare program is that we could have also come here and turn on the selected values so we can see the different companies and the selected values here. Down the bottom of the screen, that we have information like its demolition and what the item is and who the supplier is and all the information about this particular item. Thank you.